¿Qué sopa familia? ¿Cómo va la vaina? It's your girl Kenny Ken from Guided Affirmations, bringing the fire, sun, and moon placements, their weekly need to know for the next 7 days. So la semana que viene, so that includes today, December 15th, all the way up until December 21st, which is next Tuesday. But you guys are ready to know the vibes. We're gonna get right on into the breath work. We're gonna do 5 breaths. We're going to keep that going con 5 respiradas, allowing for all of our inhales and exhales to be super, super intentional, and just really making sure that we're breathing how we need, how we want, and fully releasing all that no longer serves us at all. So vamos a comenzar, just so we can get fully synced in and in tune just before getting into the message. So inhala, exhala. Inhala, exhala, inhala, y exhala. 2 more breaths. Inhala, y exhala. Very last breath. Inhala, y exhala. All right, let's not waste no time. No vamos a coger más tiempo. Let's see what the Leo Sun and Moon placements for the Leo Sun and Moon placements need to know for the next 7 days. Clear and accurate messages, please. What do the Leo Sun and Moon placements? What do they need to know, Spirit? What do they need to know for the upcoming week? Leo Sun and Moon placement. What do they need to know? Okay. Ooh. The heart and the wand. I fake want to shuffle this again. I won't. I won't, because it came out and we're here already. But I literally feel like some water sign got this yesterday. Don't know. But let me move this. Sorry. But that's besides the point, because the card sequence was different. Was the same cards, but the sequence was different. So the message in itself is 100% different. And both cards are upside. They're right side up, sorry. But I will say, Leos, it feels like I'm really like attracted to the veins, in the way that like veins are kind of what like pump. Those could be arteries, so don't even try me. I'm not even like medically inclined at all. But I'm really just attracted to what appears like veins, right? Or just some sort of system to flow our full like blood to the rest of our bodies. And I feel like, in a way, Leo, this is kind of like you need a second in the mirror to really just like pour into yourself, like the way that your heart pours into your body every day. Like you really need this moment of remembering who you are. If you feel any comfort in really just calling your friends and saying like, yo, amp me up, please tell me what you love about me, or tell me what it is that like inspires you about me, or motivates you about me. Because I feel like people be thinking that because you're Leo and you're the sun and you pop out like is nobody's business, that means that you're always feeling super confident and super on 10 with yourselves, when sometimes that's not the reality, you know. I always remember when first learning about the signs a little bit more deeply, it was saying, the one thing that stood out to me was how like sometimes, not to say that you are overcompensating, but what stuck out was like sometimes when Leos are very overly confident is because they're really making up for some place where they feel lack. And that's kind of where I feel this here. I feel like maybe if you started a journey or some sort of business or whatever the case may be, like maybe you're losing some of that power, or maybe you're gaining a lot of that power, and it's very hard to cite like what makes your thing special, or what makes you special. And I fully feel that, because it is hard to get lost in the sauce, but you have to remember that you are literally the whole like ingredients, like in natural form. You know what I mean? Like, you are the bomb.com. You are you are literally divine. Like, I was thinking you were like a gorgeous god sent being, but let's see, what other messages do the Leos need to know? Because sometimes we sound bad, and I feel that. I feel that heavy. Let's see, what other messages do the Leos need to know for this upcoming week, Spirit? What other messages? Ooh. Okay, we'll take it. Ooh. Do your part to illuminate the universe. Do your part to illuminate the universe. So it's so funny too, because like the guinea pig is like fake looking out at this other star while their heart is kind of beamed, and I think that's super beautiful, especially them being in the galaxy, right? Because it speaks to how sometimes what makes our heart flutter is the very thing that we see in another being that we hold within ourselves. So if we can just shift our focus a little bit, Leo, and really just like see how you literally like have what it is that you're outsourcing, like, it's fire. But sending you mad love and grace, you know, whoever you are, know that you are a fire ass being, literally, and you hold exactly what it takes to get your life, or get your mood, I should say, to another setting. But with that being said, let's fully release all of this Leo energy. And let's fully call in some of the Sagittarius sun and moon placements. What do the Sagittarius sun and moon placements fit? What do they need to know? What do the Sag sun and moon placements? What do they need to know, Spirit? Sag sun and moon placements. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? The Sagittarius. Okay. We'll grab that there. Anyways, let's see. What are the Sagittarius sun and moon placements? What do they need to know? This is a trick. Is this a trick? Is this a trick? All right, hold on. We're gonna do that again. I feel like I'm getting a full like repeat from yesterday. Fully clearing out all of the energy. Spirit, we're fully clearing out all of the energy. Okay, vamos a tratar de todo de nuevo. So I just reshuffled the cards. I, did a little smudging over there near the incense. And we're going to try this again. Let's see, Spirit. Clear and accurate messages, please. What do the Sag, Sun, and Moon placements need to know for the next 7 days? We have the mask, and then we have the feather. Okay. Very interesting. You may have air placements with this feather vibe going on. Let me just show you the mask and the feather. So off rip, I feel like especially because the stranger's at the bottom of the deck, I feel like Sag, this is a very like omnious, and not even omnious, because of like the idea of it being a very like not dark period, but like sometimes like omnious things have like mystery to it. So I feel like maybe you've been dealing with something that has you really thinking or really wondering, like, what is the bigger picture? Like, what is really behind this mask, or what is this really trying to tell me? And I feel like this air energy is, it may be having you floating for a bit. Like, you really need to sit with yourself a little bit longer to fully just like get some of the answers that you want, or to fully like feel more in your body, or more sure about what may be coming up for you in this moment. Because whatever it is that has you really wondering, or like in this state of like, I want to say unknown, or like mysterious, or mystery, or wander, is very much like, it's kind of leaving you afloat. It's not really like leaving you light as a feather. I'm really picking up on this air element as floating, or like, or almost like flighty, you know what I mean? Like, that's really what I mean by like a flow. Like, it's kind of leaving you really flighty. But let's see what other messages do the Sag Sun and Moon placements, what do they need to know, Spirit? Clear and accurate direct messages for the Sag and Sun and Moon placements. What do they need to know? What do they need to know, Spirit? What do they need to know? Let's see what we get. Ooh, we get the bat. Ooh. Okay, now it wasn't me. See through the illusion into the truth. See through the illusion into the truth. I knew I was feeling this vibe, and then we got this big ass full moon here. So maybe too, like, the full moon is coming up. I believe it's on Sunday or Monday. But it's sometime this weekend. So I feel like whatever it is that's been like super like mysterious or like ominous for you, Sag, like, or super got you in this vibe of like, what the fuck is really happening? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's really gonna come to light. You're really gonna see more, but you have to take the time also to kind of like allow that to transpire for you. You know what I mean? You have to really be focused, and you have to really allow for whatever or whoever that has entered into your life that is causing a little bit of chaos or making you feel a little bit chaotic, because they may not even be causing chaos, but it may be feeling you it may be having you feeling unsettled within yourself. But just know that, like, you're gonna be able to pinpoint that soon, but you just have to do the work, which involves kind of like sitting with yourself and sitting with the ways in which you can see how you're being like, your discomfort is coming up and is showing up for you. But Sag, I'm so glad I went and I did that clearing, because I was like, what the is going on? But anyways, let's fully clear out the Sagittarius energy, Spirit. Fully clearing out and closing the chapter for the Sag Sun and Moon placements for this week. I'm calling in the Aries Sun and Moon energy for the next 7 days. What do the Aries Sun and Moon placements? What do they need to know, Spirit? What do the Aries Sun and Moon placement? What do they need to know? What do the Aries Sun and Moon placement? What do they need to know, Spirit? What do they need to know? I want to do 2 more shuffles. The Aries Sun and Moon placement. What do they need to know? Okay, let's see. Take a sip of water. Okay. What do the Aries Sun and Moon placements need to know? We have the Trickster. Let's see. And then we have the Sun. Both in reverse. I feel like, Aries, in what way are you not showing up for yourself, and in a way that would allow for your light to shine brighter? And it's like, it's kind of like the cup that almost came out, right, in the beginning. It's kind of like, how are you not allowing for your cup to be filled? Because I feel like, I just was saying this to someone, and I feel like we have the tools that can help us liberate ourselves and can actually like put us in a space of being super exuberant, super radiant when this is upright, super in our knowing and in our childlike essence. We have the resources if we only actually act on those resources and fully ask for the help that we need, or fully go out and require for people to show up for us in the ways that we show up for them effortlessly, because when people call, we run. But how often do we pick up the phone and say, hey, I need you to run and come get me. I need you to run and come pick me up. I feel like this energy is very much that. Like, you may have a Leo friend because it's very much giving me Leo vibes. So you may have Leo placements with your Aries self, and it's very much giving me the vibe of like, how do we allow for ourselves to show up for ourselves, aka are we fully swallowing our pride and saying, yo, I need help, or I need this, or I need that? Or are we just expecting for people to know that we're energetically calling on them? Like, if people aren't in tune like you are, they won't figure it out. But let's see. And even if they were, baby, closed mouths don't get fat. But anyways, let's see. What else do the Aries Sun and Moon placement spirit need to know for these next 7 days? What else do the Aries Sun and Moon placement? What else do they need to know? Let's see. What else do the Sun and Moon placements, Aries Sun and Moon placements, what else do they need to know? I actually thought that was not going to cut there. Ooh. Maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Okay, let me tell you something. Pigs, like the animal, I know that people give them the rep for being like dirty and filthy or whatever the case may be, like eating up the scraps. But let me tell you something about what that also says to me. If we're gonna go with that like ideology, right? It says I'm gonna get what I gotta get no matter what, because everything is valuable and everything is useful to me. So I'm gonna do what I need to do for self in order to sustain myself, and in order to like allow for me to blossom like this very much blue, like Palladian flower is here. But do what you need to maintain your self-worth and your self-esteem. And nothing makes you less than for asking for assistance when you need it. You know what I'm saying? But let's close out. Let's do 3 breaths, guys. So inhala. Exhala. Inhala. Exhala. Very last breath. Let's make it super intentional. Inhala. Hold. And then release. Nos vemos la próxima semana. Ciao.